All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Dega. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The high-octane Racing League Buschwackers Series hits the Superspeedway of Talladega. It's race number 6 of the season, and it's a 75-lap race. Who's got what it takes to tame the draft and tame Dega? Well, this is going to be a great one. There's only one way to find out, baby, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little Talladega Superspeedway action here for you on a Friday night. It's race number 6 of the season, 75 laps of mayhem. Flag to flag coverage, baby. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV, and a good one for you tonight, man. Talladega. What a fun track this is, huh? I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster and commentator here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League, and the Buschwackers Xfinity Series visits. Is this the crown jewel of Superspeedways? Some people would say it's Daytona, but I don't know, Talladega. I like Talladega, man. A lot of room to race here. It's going to be a fun one, man. A lot of guys out here with a chance to win tonight, that's for sure. Got about 10 minutes before the qualification session. Thank you for joining me. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Are you interested in an rFactor 2 server? How about hosting your website, your online store? Some VPS hosting and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Some tight racing tonight, man. A lot of drafting going on. Under 10 minutes left to go. Thank you for joining me on the YouTube channel, man. I got some more subscribers. Oh, some of my students helping me out, I think, there. Hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and then smash the bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. We're getting closer, man. We're 13 away from the big 1000. Oh, man, that's awesome. Help me out there by hitting that subscribe button. I always appreciate that. Appreciate all the people coming out and watching the race, whether it be live or on replay, and people who've been here from the beginning. Some people have joined somewhere in between, and the people who've been here brand new just this week. Thank you. More racing headed your way tomorrow night. Talladega at in the Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Series, race number 7 of that season, and that's a 70 lapper. We're trying a little bit different here in the Buschwackers at 75. Some guys are talking about fuel mileage. It always seems to be a fuel mileage race here. So 70 laps of Talladega coming up tomorrow in the Saturday Night Thunder. That should be a fun outing. Tough Trucks will be back in action on Wednesday at Texas Motor Speedway. Man, they had a rough one this week at Gateway. Oh, man, that was a rough race. Race number 7 should be better, and that's Texas Motor Speedway. Fast, 2 lanes, And some good swap and paint there at Texas coming up on Wednesday, April 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Take a look at the schedule here tonight at Dega. We're on the back half of the season. You see Texas coming up on May the 1st. Is it already going to be May? Oh my gosh. Watkins Glen, the only road course on the schedule, on May the 8th. Dover, the Moscow Mile coming up on May the 15th. And Charlotte on May the 22nd to finish out season number 2. So some great tracks here on the back half of the season. Kicking it off at the Superspeedway of Talladega tonight. Next week here in the Buschwackers Series, again, we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway, 100-lap race there, coming up on May the 1st. That's the race number 7 of the season, and this is a very fast track, too. This thing almost races like a super speedway in some respects. It's so fast. Things happen so quickly here. It should be a fun one to be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Coming up on May the 1st, kicking May off right at Texas. Thanks for Givaldo coming in here and chatting and kicking us off tonight. Appreciate that. Tight points battle in the series points as well. We'll take a look at those in just a moment. But first, let's talk about the track here at Talladega. Man, 2.666 miles, 4.28 kilometers, 4 turns, banking in the turns 1 and 2 at 33 degrees, turns 3 and 4 about 32.5. Tri-oval, 16.5 degrees of banking in that tri-oval. And you can see the backstretch at 3 degrees. Tons of room to race here. Going to be some 2 wide, 3 wide stuff. Got to use the draft. Can't win it on your own here at Dega. That gives you the chance to take a look at the keys here tonight, too. You got to be patient here, man. It's going to be really, really fast. You got to be patient here. Be checkup ready as well, because things do get, guys get in the run, they get off the gas there, check up, and it's easy to get into the back of somebody. Pick a lane here tonight, man. Don't be jostling around on the lane choice. Make good pit stops, of course, and then you're going to have to use some frenemies tonight, man. You're not going to be able to win it on your own. This is not a track where you can win it on your own. That is for sure. So you're going to use some frenemies tonight here at Dega. So those are my keys tonight here at Talladega. Take a look at the points standings coming into tonight's race, huh? Shall we? Take a look at this. Sean Jacobs got a 22-point lead over Dana Grover. He sits in the 2nd position at Palumbo, John Stanley is 3rd at Palumbo, 4th. Givaldo Spindola having a good season here. Top 5 for him at 68 in 5th. Jesus Iglesias is the 6th position. Joe Peixoto 7th. Preston Hassel 8th, Tony Furtado 9th, and Jack Furtado in the 10th position. Take a look at page number 2 here. Arthur Vieta heading that up in P11. Stanislav Pavlov, we might see him tonight. One of our great Russian drivers sits 12th. Gordon Carter 13th. Dennis Judicin 14th. Hey, prayers go out to him. He's saying his city's being bombed right now. Kharkiv is being bombed right now, and he has got his head down. So I just messaged him. He messaged me back. So Dennis Judicin, in the city of Kharkiv, they are getting bombed by the Russians right now. So Keep the fingers crossed. Prayers to Dennis Yuderchin. He sits 14th in points. Chris Hughes 15th. Eugene Fedorov 16th. Dmitry Skakin is 17th. Claudio Bardello Jr. 18th. Ritzky Nover 19th. And Todd Robillard rounding out the top 20. We'll step on the gas. So those are the point standings coming into tonight's race. Not quite as tight as points battle as I was leading you to believe. Going to Ed Palumbo as he makes his laps there. And now Jesus, barbecue, scraping the wall there, coming off. All right, looks like these guys are headed over to the qualification session there. Sorry about that. It was on a little bit of a conversation going on there for me, so I'm not sure what's going on here. So getting ready to go to qualifications, baby. Guys will have 2 laps. You get 4 laps total, 1 out lap, 2 time laps, and then the in lap. All right, Gordon Carter looks like he's out on the track here. First. Gordon Carter in the 56 car, one of our great Canadian drivers. Tony Furtado now. Here, I got it on auto camera. Sorry about that. Ay, ay. We get Gordon Carter here. He was doing his lap here. Let's get him in. Right now, P4 for Gordon Carter. His second lap here. Looks like he's pretty fast in the first sector. Second sector also fast. You see that's in the blue there for Gordon. Givaldo. Well, nobody's got a time in here, but Gordon Carter here. Let's see where he is in this Chevy, his high place moving sponsor machine. See that start finish line way down the track, past the try over there. 52.928 for Gordon Carter. Sean Dega out here on the track. Let's see here right now. Got a little work to do. Yuchin to the top of the grid, 52.532. Sean Dega 53.009 for him. He's got a little work to do there. Bump up a couple spots. How about Ed Palumbo, the Meliello sponsor machine? His first lap out here. Or Silva at the top of the grid with a 52.389. And Gordon Carter says, I don't think so, buddy. I'm back to the top of the grid. And Palumbo trying to get a good starting spot in his Meliello sponsor machine. Gordon Carter at the top there. Ben or Silva, Dennis Judichin. Oh, Jacobs! Sean Dega with a 52.277. And Palumbo trying to knock those guys off the top, and he's got a little work to do. 52.434 for Ed, P6. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias with the 52.277 is the time to beat. The time to beat there for him is 52.277. See where he's at here. 52.277. Let's see if he can beat this. Sean Jacobs with the top time so far. Gordon Carter, Claudio Bardelli Jr. It doesn't look like Ed's going to beat that one. So right now he's going to start in the 6th position. How about Jesus Iglesias? Barbecue here in the 22. Let's take a look here. Sean Jacobs, can he hold on to that spot? A little bit slow here. Down on the apron. This is good for qualifications, but you cannot do this in the race. And 52.327 to P4 for a barbecue. Good run there for him. Looks like 52.277 will do the trick. So congratulations to Sean Jacobs. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Really appreciate everybody being here tonight. And let's get this party started.
and drive, chasing glory, feeling alive. Stars of the league, leaving trails of smoke. In the high octane, the fire's woke. So raise your fist, scream out loud. In this race, we're part of the crowd. TurnLeftTV, where heroes are made. Buschwackers, legends won't fade.
A lot of soul.
All right, we are back. And I believe qualifications are just about over. It looks like they are finished. So we're back at it. Thank you. If you're just joining us tonight, we are at Talladega Talladega Superspeedway. 75-lap race here is race number 6 of the season. And I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Take a look at the qualification results. They just finished quals. We'll take a look at qualifying. Look at this. We go through the cameras here until we get to a good one. There we go. You guys are in the warm-up session. Take a look at the results here for quals. Sean Jacob, they don't call him Sean Dega for nothing. 52.277. Gordon Carter qualifies in P2. Arthur Vieira in the 4 qualifies 3rd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the top Ford. The only Ford in the top 10. He sits in 4th with a 52.317. Jesus Iglesias qualifies 5th. Benor Silva qualifies in the 6th position. Tony Furtado will start 7th at Palumbo in the 54, qualifies 8th. Rivaldo Spindler qualifies in the 9th position. And Dennis Udich in the top Toyota in that 47. Oh, he's racing the pizza car tonight. The buffet pizza car tonight, so he qualifies in the 10th position. Qualifying in 11th is Mateus Mello. Good to see Mateus out here. He's in that 7X car. Jomar Peixoto qualifies 12th. John Stanley 13th, and I believe we've got a 14th driver as well here tonight. So looking up there, who did I not call off? Is it maybe Dana? Yeah, Dana Grover. I'm not sure he qualified. What's showing up on the list there for qualification? So I may have missed that. Don't forget, next week we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway. What a great track that is, man. 100-lap race coming up on May the 1st. Are we already approaching May? Oh, you know what that means, the month of May here in Indiana? That's Indianapolis, baby. Indianapolis 500, the month of May. Always a fantastic, fantastic time of the year. Texas Motor Speedway coming up in the Buschwackers Series. 100-lap race next week, live right here on TurnLeftTV. That is Friday, May the 1st. Chris Chivers here joining us in the chat session. Oh, yeah, he's rooting Fireball Flash on. I'm guessing Chris is actually at the facility, maybe. We're doing that deal again where it's not wanting to scroll for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. We'll get it to scroll one way or the other, I think. Oh, gosh. Interesting. That's got to look good up on the old screen there, huh? Oh, we just play that song? We just played it again? Oh, boy. Gotta love technology, man. When it works great. When it doesn't work, oh, wait a minute. When it works okay. And when it doesn't work, it's a disaster. Yeah, the scroll's not working. Oh well. You'll get it. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. It's always something, man. This is why I will never be a professional broadcaster. But then again, I'm doing just about everything right now. We have 2 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. And I haven't even gotten my pick in yet. Nobody will know because it's not scrolling. My pick to win this race tonight, oh, I tell you what, I'm going to pick I think I'm going to pick Dennis Shooter tonight. All right, I've got him picked to win this race. I think it's his night in the pizza car, man. Could be his night tonight. There we go. It'll be all right until we chat again, and then it'll get stuck. So just under a minute left to go here tonight in the warm-up session. You guys getting their pit stops in. So I got my pick in. That's Dennis Shooterton tonight. Oh, let's get it back up there on the chat. You see right there at the bottom, Dennis Shooterton is my pick to win this race tonight. Should be an interesting race. There are 14 drivers out there on the track. And we're getting ready to get her going, boys and girls.
And now race.
No, don't get too fast there. We're not ready yet.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, here we go. The starting order here tonight. Sean Jacobson, 24, starts P1. Gordon Carter will start outside row 1. Art Trevetta starts in the 3rd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will start outside row number 2. Row number 3, Jesus Iglesias and Benar Silva. Row 4, Tony Furtado in the 7th. Ed Palumbo starts in 8th. Starting in 9th will be Givaldo Spindola in the 68. Dennis Schuderson starts 10th. Mateus Mello starts in the 11th position, and Gio Marpachotto in the 71 starts in P12. Starting in the 13th position is John Stanley, and starting 14th from the back is the 89, Dana Grover in that Toyota.
A lot of soul.
All right, I'm ready to rock, man. I'm ready to get this bad boy going. Let's do this. Don't forget my race keys tonight, man. You got to be really, really patient here. It's easy to get racy and easy to get into the wall and over the fence and in the garage. Be checkup ready here tonight, man. You're going to be following people pretty closely, so be checkup ready. Pick a lane and make good pit stops. And always, as always, these super speedways, you got to make some frenemies here tonight. Preston Hassel picking Ed to win. It's in the books right there. Preston Hassel picks Ed. Good to see Preston here. Thoughts and prayers going out to you and your family right now. 75 laps headed your way here at Talladega. Get settled in, get some laps in. Get some good laps in here, settle in.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Be nice here, be nice, guys. Hold on, hold on. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
All right. Sean Jacobs gets a good start there on the inside. That outside line there backed up just a little bit. See Art Trevetta on the inside line, followed by Jesus Iglesias. Gordon Carter on the outside line, that 56 car. The 19 running on that outside line. That's Claudio Bardelli Jr., the top Ford in the field. Really settled down right now. These cars can dance around a little bit, so you got to be careful. Bottom line, you see that high line there had a run going into the corner, but the bottom line now starting to move again. He's starting to fan out. Dropping below that double yellow line there, so got to race above the lines tonight. 22 getting a little squirrely through the corners. Jesus Iglesias in that 22 starting to wiggle around here a little bit. On board here with him as he follows Archer Vieta. And I know that air can be a little bit dirty here as you see him oscillating somewhat. He's really careful. Bardelli Jr. on that high side. As Gordon Carter left the high side and went down to the low side. And Gordon Carter, our new race leader here in the 56 car. Sean Jacobs following him. One of our great Canadian drivers, Gordon Carter, in that 56 high place moving sponsor machine is in P1. Might be pretty good right now. Pretty tame right now. Archer Vieta on the inside line. You see Benner Silva up there in that 5 on the outside line. Vieta in that NASCAR BR sponsor machine. Got to think he's going to be around there toward the end. Yeah, oscillation there. The high line gets a good run as they approach the start-finish line and get up to turn 1, but coming down the backstretch. This is now off turn 4. That high line seemed to get a good run there. Oh, they're going up to the high line. So Jacobs and Carter going to the high line. Bardelli Jr.'s got to like that. But Archer Vieta's got something to say about it. Archer Vieta says, thank you very much. That was a little bit of a gift. The 22 liking that as well. The 9 of Tony Furtado on that inside line. Third car in line. Those 56 of the 24 jumped up to the high line. Interesting move there. Some strategy playing out, maybe. 9 of Tony Furtado. Little gap there between he and the 22. He's got to run. He's trying to figure out whether he wants to jump on that high line or not. And I tell you what, Jesus Iglesias is really wiggly there in that 22. He's running in the second position. That car is really oscillating back and forth. I don't know if he's got a handling issue on that or what. You can take a look at Mateus Mello in here in the 7X machine. He and Claudio Bardelli Jr. running side by side, and then now Mello's got a good run. He's closing in on the back of Givaldo. Mello in the 7X. Givaldo got a good run here now. He's in the third position. Mello now working his way to P4. So it looks like this inside line got a little bit more traffic down there, and that's giving them some speed. And these guys now are starting to make it single file. Jacobs still holding that high line. He's racing it fourth in line up on the high side. These guys are starting to make a move on the bottom line as more guys bailed off the top line. Including John Stanley in the 12th. He's running in the 6th position. He wants to get up there and lead some laps. 54 and the 19 also down on that on the bottom line, as then Dana Grover in 10th leading that charge up on the high line. And I kind of wonder how long it's going to be before he bails. To see the 9's following him. So less and less traffic up there on the high line. These guys are getting it figured out, just going single file. Got to be careful here. You don't want to lose the draft, especially if we got as many cars nose to tail. And Vieta, the leader, he's followed by Jesus Iglesias. Givaldo Spindola is in the third position. Mateus Mello fourth. Dennis Uderchin rounding out the top 5. How about Dennis Uderchin out here tonight, man? I messaged him a little bit earlier. He said, hey, or actually he messaged me. He said, I'll be there in just a little while. Right now our city's being bombed. He lives in the great city of Kharkiv, Ukraine, about 30 miles from the Russian border. Actually, it might be 30 kilometers from the Russian border. It's really close. And they've been under drone attack and rocket attack for a few years now. And it's amazing how, how you factor that into your normal routine every day and just make some normalcy out of that. That's crazy to me. Prayers going out to him and all the people there. Hoping that everybody is safe. And this thing will be over soon. Back to racing. Here's the 22 giving the 4 a shot. Be careful there when you do that. Man, you damage that front end, and it could cause the car to get a little bit hot and cause some problems. You got to be careful there. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, Jesus had a heck of a run. He got down below the yellow line a little bit. Holy smokes. Jesus now giving his shot here on the outside line. He's going to leave the door open for Givaldo. Givaldo's going to take it. But now Arthur Vieta going to the high line. Switching it up as now Givaldo Spindola is our leader, followed by Mateus Mello. Dennis Uderchin on the bottom line is trying to capture the 3rd position as Jesus and Arthur went to the high line. John Stanley now moving up. Dana Grover on this high line in that 89 Tracks VR sponsored Toyota. All the guys bailed down onto the bottom line, and now we're looking some more side-by-side racing here, 2x2, with that high line, getting some more drivers bailing from the low line back up to the high line. Interesting race here so far, so quite a bit of giving and not a lot of taking right now. Everybody wants to settle in, get some laps in. We're 10 laps in. Now we're going to look 3 wide here as Vieta going way up to the outside. And these guys are going to get around him. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but now he's going to tuck back in, I would think. Wow, he went way to the outside, and 22, the 89, and the 9 all got by. Holy smokes. Take a look at here. Givaldo Spindola is our race leader in the 68. Mateus Mello running in 2nd, Uderchin 3rd, Stanley 4th. Benner Silva is in the 5th position. Take a look at Benner Silva in that 5 car. JB Rancing sponsor machine. Well, tell me it's the JB Rancing thing is a little bit of a joke. I maybe it was a mistake or something. Maybe it's supposed to be JB Racing. I never really bothered to ask for clarification on that, but I do know that that was a little bit of funny, and I thinking that it might have been a mistake somebody did, and they're just kind of teasing somebody or trolling somebody with it. But I'm sure Benor will fill me in on with all the deets. Sean Jacobs has finally gotten back down to that inside line. You see the 89 and the 9 stuck up there on the outside line, just 2 of those guys. So they're going to hopefully get back down in the mix. Gilmar Peixoto to 71 running in the 10th position. As Jacobs running in P9, Ed Palumbo is 8th just ahead. On board here with Sean Jacobs. See that bottom line, or that top line starting to move. See right there the Tracks VR sponsor machine now peeking around. Ricardo giving him a shot. Those guys getting a little bit of a move there. Baldo getting some laps led, man. Might be nice to get the most laps, leading the most laps award tonight. Thing pretty calm up front. Take a look at Ed Palumbo. He's racing in the 11th position. See the 22, the 9, and the 89 up on the high side. Peixoto going to go join those guys, and maybe even Gordon Carter. Ed Palumbo, that mellow yellow sponsor, number 54. Running in the 12th position right now. Everybody maintaining the draft. I don't see anybody who's fallen back out of the draft. All 14 cars up here. Dana Grover now leading that charge on the bottom line. Is the 9, the 12, even the 89, the 9, the 22, and the 71 starting to work together. Jomar Peixoto now up to the 4th position. That top line, they were pretty organized. They got around the bottom line. Now everybody's single file. Until they're not. Peixoto having a good night here in that PixBet sponsor to Camaro. Guys are single file, maybe thinking about pit stops here pretty soon. Oh man, we see some guys coming down pit lane. I didn't hear anybody indicating they were pitting. A lot of guys coming down pit lane. Dana Grover, Tony Furtado, Jesus Iglesias. There's a ton of guys on pit lane right now, man. Deanna on pit lane as well. Interesting. Maybe that caught me by surprise. It really did. And some guys are on pit lane. See Sean Jacobs on pit lane as Mateus Mello is our leader. See Dana Grover going by. Also Tony Furtado as well. And a big crew there is Sean Jacobs leading that pack of 4. Now we're starting to straggle these guys out a little bit. This is going to be interesting. As Mateus Mello coming down pit lane. Also Udichin, Silva, Bardelli Jr. All these guys on pit lane. Ed Palumbo as well. Ed Palumbo had a little trouble getting in his pit stall there as Bardelli was on the inside. Those guys came in too wide. Bardelli was the race leader. He is the race leader. Technically, he's on pit lane, but I think these guys are going to end up passing him by as they come back by. And I think Dana Grover might be leading that charge. So Dana Grover, I think, once it's all said and done, if he catches them, no, it looks like he might be a little bit far back here. Let's see if those guys get up to speed. He's going to click off one there, and that's John Stanley. As that tandem there with the 89 and the 9 are starting, they've got a lot of momentum, and they're going to get around a lot of cars here. They're now closing in on P1, P2, and you see they're going to go by on the high side. So just as I suspected, that front car now is Dana Grover. Now this is a group of 2. Dana Grover and Tony Furtado. However, you've got a quad following them. And I gotta think that group led by Benor Silva are going to be able to catch up. Just got to think that that's probably going to be the case here with just these 2 guys working together. We're on board there with Benor Silva on that right-hand screen. You got Claudio Bardelli Jr. just behind him. 18 laps in. Pit stops in the books for now, at least pit stop number 1. See, 0.8 of a second, now down to 0.7. So they are rolling up on that front 2. Now the question is, do they tuck in behind them or do they go by on the high side? Probably going to be a little communication here. See Silva really closing in on the back of the 9 car. It looks like he might be staying put for now. He may feel like it's better if we just stay nose to tail. And open up some distance on those guys behind us. And that guy is, or that group, there's only 4 cars in that second group. So this group here has 6 cars, so they're going to be a little faster. Go back and look at that second group. Sean Jacobs, Gordon Carter, and Arthur Vieira, as well as Gilmar Peixoto. So you kind of look at that gap there, 4.5 seconds to the back end of that front group. Sean Jacobs trying to at least chip into it. Right now it doesn't seem like it's falling. These guys stay tight together. They can make some moves. Now it is 4.4, so maybe they're going to get a little racy up front. Dana Grover continuing to lead, and they did lose 1 driver here, so that helps them out a little bit. Looks like Jesus Iglesias. I believe that's might be who that is. And taking a look at that that back group there as Sean Jacobs leading them through. We're taking a look at the perspective of Gilmar Peixoto, or watching Gilmar Peixoto here. Now looking out of the front of his machine. Dana Grover racing for the Trax VR facility tonight as the race lead, followed by Tony Furtado. These guys have worked together, man. Got a little Toyota Chevy love affair going on right now. And, Grover goes up to the high side. I think he's deliberately letting these guys go by. Maybe wants to save some fuel. Maybe thinking some fuel save. Now he's going to have to hurry and get down on the inside and hope these guys don't run away from him. This is a little dangerous here. This could be a little dangerous. He doesn't make the right moves, he's going to lose track of these guys. I think he might be okay. I see the back end of that 54 car getting bigger and bigger and bigger through the windscreen. Good move there, and I think Dana is looking at saving fuel. That's the deal. Running out front eats up a lot of gas. So some strategy going on. Maybe some help from that crew at Trax VR. I know they sit around and watch and maybe give some advice and so forth. There's some strategy going on there, man. Saw some. I haven't been to Calgary, obviously. I look at the been online and checked out the Trax VR facility and some of the events they've had there that they've got pictures of. And man, what a great facility that is too. Super supportive folks there. Want to get into sim racing, you don't have the equipment, you can always go to Trax VR if you live up in that Calgary area, and they'll set you up, man. Have a lot of fun here. See it right now, the 9, he's got the same thing in mind. He's going to the high side and letting these guys go. So the 89 going to go back by, and now the 9 is going to have to tuck in here as he's going to end up losing the draft. This is always a worry for me whenever I get up on the high side like that. Those guys go by. Can I really get back into the throttle and tag onto the back of these guys? So there's a little worry here. Now for Furtado, that's a fairly decent gap between he and Grover. That's at 4/10. Grover, I think, played Mr. Nice Guy and lagged off to let him catch up. This is interesting. I tell you, man, this is a little danger territory for me. I don't know. I just play my cards. I get in the middle of the pack and I'm cool. I'm not too awfully scared about leading some laps. But these guys, I think, are talking long game here with the fuel mileage. They're feeling like this is a green flag race. There's not a lot of aggressive stuff going on, at least right now. And let's just get in some packs. See if we can't make this maybe a 6-7 car race versus a 15 car race. It looks like Furtado has grabbed onto the back end of that Trax VR number 89 car. And Palumbo sandwiched in between these guys. He is racing into the 4th position in the 54 car. Just ahead of him is Dennis Yudichin. Well, Ben Arsilva continuing to lead as they come down the backstretch. And then you see pack number 2 not too far behind. And then we got a while there before the next boys roll through. Where we at? With that Nix crew. Woo, man, they way back there. You see that car. And we got a couple drivers there still on the lead. We got 2 cars a lap down, Iglesias and Spindola. A lap down, but it looks like Iglesias back out on the track. He's off the pace, and those guys are going to go around on the high side, and that car is really, really pretty slow right now. Maybe trying to wait for these guys to get by. Maybe tuck in behind some of these guys. I'd be trying to get down as quickly as I can, but he may have just come off pit lane. He is 2 laps down now. Something's not right about that car. I mean, it really was kind of twitchy for him, and I don't know if there's a setting or what that's going on. But what's going on with the 22 car? .28 laps in, and Ben Arsilva is our race leader. Bardelli Jr. follows him in the 19, and the 47 of Dennis Yudichin. Look at that, man. We got a Chevy, a Ford, and a Toyota in the top 3. Yudichin wants to get that Toyota in victory lane. You can see Preston Hassel out here tonight. Tough day for him, but definitely thinking about you. Not seem to get that this page to refresh for some reason. See if that works. CD Jackman as well joining us in the chat session. Chris Chivers, of course. You guys out here chatting it up. Get some viewers out tonight, man. I think I was going to get some new viewers. I'm already up to 34 viewers tonight. Let's go. Appreciate that, man. I always like the viewers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Looking for some new subscribers, of course. If you'd like to come out and watch these races. Ben Arsilva likes to watch the races, but more importantly, he likes to drive in the races. And he is leading tonight. And it looks like Ed Palumbo peeling off the track to come down pit lane. So some pit strategy here playing out. And we got another crew coming down pit lane. We might have somebody in the grass back there. Somebody might have went wide and got in the grass. I'm not sure who that was. Shoto maybe decided to go back out on the pit. I don't know if he pitted or what the deal is there. 24, Sean Jacobs making a pit stop. So that leads me to believe some of these other guys are going to be coming down pit lane here fairly soon. These guys want to come out together. It looks like Gordon Carter has missed the boat a little bit, and he's coming out kind of slow. And now we see the race leaders coming down pit lane. So Ben Silva now coming down pit lane in the 5 as Jacobs has got back out on track. And those guys are kind of spread out now that made those pit stops. Going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. Guys are really straggled out. Now there's a group of 5 cars that are leaving pit lane headed up by Ben Silva. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys sort it out. Silva doesn't want to get out there too far. He got a really good launch off the pit lane. In and out were great for Ben Silva. Shoto is on pit lane in the 71. Also the 12 of John Stanley. Been a quiet night for old John Stanley. He is on pit lane in that Tim Horton sponsor machine. Well, these guys are reeling in Ben Silva just as I suspected. Dennis Shudich and Marcus Bello in this. Now Marcus is 1 lap down. Not sure what happened to the 7X car, but he is 1 lap down running behind the 5. He's in the lucky dog position, so I don't think there's like a huge urgency for him to get around these guys. If there's a caution flag that comes out, then he is going to get the lucky dog to come back around. Long time on pit lane for Gilmar Peixoto. He's now rejoining the track, running in the 13th position. I don't think it's been quite the night that he's wanted to see. He is 1 lap down, and he's all out there by himself. And you start to see it's getting a little racy here as these guys getting by some lap traffic. As a Mello drop into the back of that pack. Ben Silva continuing to lead. Dennis Shudich in 2nd. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is 3rd. Dana Grover 4th. And Tony Furtado, Ed Palumbo is in 5th. Now, Palumbo and Furtado have a tandem. They're just a little bit back. About 6 seconds back to P4, excuse me. They got a little help there with Givaldo now. So there is a pack of 3. But Givaldo is 1 lap down, but they'll take the help of adding that car to the pack. You're looking at somewhere around 6.5 seconds between Ed Palumbo, who's racing in the 5th position, and Dana Grover, who's in that pack. And then they just had Mello has tucked back in that lucky dog position at the back of this pack, and that's not going to help those guys back there. Now about 6.8 seconds. These guys are starting to get a little disorganized too. That could help them and stay tightly packed together. Single file. Don't get too racy, or you're going to bring some more cars into it. You can make this a 4-car race if you play your cards right. Jesus Iglesias on the high line. He's going to give these guys a lot of room. You see Jesus running in the 14th position is 1 lap down. Now going to go 2 laps down, letting these guys have a lot of room. And that's just good racing IQ there from Jesus Iglesias. He's got a lot of laps. A lot of races behind him. And he knows that's just the right thing to do, but also allows those guys to have a chance of repaying that to him. And Dennis Shudich now getting by Ben Silva. Silva, I think, is done leading here. He wants to save some gas. This is looking like some fuel mileage strategy playing out as Silva tucks in. So he got out of the draft. That's going to help Jesus Iglesias out a little bit. He was 2 laps down. But the 47 got by, so lead 2 laps out front, you burn more gas. That's why you see guys like Ben or Silva who go to the high line, bail out of that low line, and drop to the back so they can follow a little while and save gas. Dennis Yuchin at the top of the grid right now in the Toyota. This big pack definitely hurts 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's Palumbo, Furtado, Vieira, and Jacobs. That hurts them because they are about 7.5 to 8 seconds down. As we take a look at pack number 2. The more guys you get in that pack, the better it's going to be. And they do have some lap cars that are in that pack. John Stanley's one of them. And that will definitely help out. So if these guys can stay organized, they might be able to chip away a little bit at that pack of 4 cars. Actually, it's a little bit more 4 cars because they do have some lap traffic in there. So it looks like it's 6 cars. Nonetheless, they still might be able to make some moves. And, you know, you're going to have to think about pit stops here, too, as some of the guys in this pack may have a slightly different pit strategy. And you never know. You might see a guy that's in this front pack right here working on the radio with guys that are in that back pack, that second pack. As we take a look at that, and that got a little bit more disorganized as Archie Vieira and Sean Jacobs trying to get back up in contention. Vieira running in the 7th position. Sean Jacobs in 8th in that 24 car. Givaldo's going to let those guys go by, and he is 1 lap down. And it looks like he's coming down pit lane maybe. He's down on the inside, and I think Givaldo's making a pit stop. Does look like Givaldo Spinelli in the 68. He's now coming down pit lane. So that lead has diminished somewhat, ever so slightly. It's down to about 7.3, 7.4 between the back or the race leader and P5. So P5 now at 7.3 behind the race leader, so they have been able to chip in that second pack. As we take a look at the 2 packs, and they're starting to splay out all over the place. I don't know what's going on there. Guys are down. Oh, down on the apron. Oh, no, man. I tell you what, we almost had a wreck there. We almost had a wreck. What in the world went on there? That got a little crazy. There was almost a crash. Some guys got down onto the apron and got a little messy. See if we can't get a load of what happened here. This is Jesus. See, this got messy right here. Look at this. This is absolutely a disaster waiting to happen. And Givaldo was way down on the inside line. They almost took him out. He almost got taken out. But take a look at Givaldo. He's rejoining the racing service right here. And look at this. Look at this. Gilmar Peixoto is sideways going by. And these guys did a great job of missing that. That is just absolutely spot on, a great bit of driving there. You see Givaldo coming out on the track. Look at this. Peixoto doesn't see him. Right there, Peixoto now down to the inside, almost gets into the side of it. You got to be kidding me, man. I don't know who had a scene of this. Mello right here out of the front of his car. Look at that, how close that was to a disaster. Holy smoke. We got to back that up, man. Take a look at this. See Fireball Flash just ahead, and then you see Gilmar ahead of him going to the left, and right here almost takes out Givaldo. Look at that. They might scrape some paint there. Definitely blow your hair back. Wow. That could have been disastrous. Way to avoid the wreck. Holy Toledo. Seemed to have gotten it sorted out, but that did affect a couple drivers. And Palumbo, Tony Furtado now 5.9 seconds back after all that chaos. And there's a fair number of those guys working together too. It looks like Iglesias is coming down pit lane. I believe Jesus Iglesias is on pit lane. Yeah, it is true. 22 car making a pit stop as Dennis Judichin continuing to lead. So a little bit of drama, almost a big crash, almost a big one, as Givaldo comes back out on the track after making a pit stop, and they were 2 wide, maybe even 3 wide. Peixoto almost got into Givaldo, or Givaldo almost got into Peixoto, depending on how you look at that. Did not see him. He had, that was an amazing avoidance of an accident right there. See Gordon Carter on the high line. He is the tail end of the lead lap. He wants to let these guys by, tuck in. He's going to go around the 22 on the high side. See that bottom side now going to go through, and Gordon wants to tuck in as quickly as he can onto the back of the 7X car right there, so he can use that draft. And that's exactly what he does. So good heads-up move there by the 56. Good to see Mateus Mello out here running in that 7X car. Take a look at that pass that he makes. He in the 5 and the 89, getting by the 56 car. So Mateus now running in the 7th position. Artevieta is done racing on that bottom line. He wants to do something here on the high line. As looks like you got some guys coming down pit lane. Jacobs, Furtado, Palumbo, all coming down pit lane. That's going to leave Vieta and Stanley in that tandem. That's not going to help them, I don't think. These guys now finishing up their pit stops, coming back out on track. Furtado, Jacobs, and Palumbo. Furtado and Palumbo got a little bit better run there off pit lane. And Jacobs is going to need a little help there trying to close in on those guys. He's already a second down to P7. Jacobs running in the 8th position, and I think he might have lost the draft. So Jacobs did not have a good pit stop. Unless they slow down to wait on him, and I don't anticipate they're going to. He has lost the draft, and now he's going to have to try to tuck into these guys. He is going a lap down. Jacobs now 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. He's going to have to try to tag onto the back of the 71 car and can't do it. Man, he didn't have enough speed. But we do have some guys coming down pit lane. Oh, could get a little dicey there. Coming down pit lane, big time. Almost a big crash. Is Dennis Judichin leading that crowd, and they may have some guys who sped. That was awfully fast. Those guys all came down pit lane there together. You go back here and look at some of these guys. Take a look here as Dennis Judichin. This is a replay. Watch this, man. These guys come off the track, and this is going to get crazy here. I guess that's their previous lap. Hey, here we go. Look at this. They fanned out. Doesn't look like maybe anybody sped. Maybe the 19, but I'm not sure. Like a little less dramatic than what I made it out to be, huh? Hey, that's my job. The 19, our race leader. Menor Silva just behind him, 2 tenths back, and Dennis Judichin. So we got a group of 3 here working together. Oh, I'll tell you what, Menor Silva got into the back of Bardelli Jr. and said, let's go. Man, he might have lifted the back end of that 19 car off the ground. "47 laps in. No caution flag so far. And we got a group of 3 trying to run away with it. Dana Grover leading that second pack. Now Ed Palumbo is, it looks like. Ed Palumbo getting by. Now running in the fourth position. He has the 9 and Tony Furtado just behind him. Dana Grover trying to tag onto the back of those guys. So they want to close in on that front 3. Going to have to need some more cars linked up in that second group led by Ed Palumbo. So they may just wait for these guys. Got some lap cars in this mix. Mello 1 lap down. Gordon Carter 1 lap down. Gordon Carter's in the lucky dog position. Like Peixoto rejoining the racing surface there on after making a pit stop. He is shown 2 laps down. Those guys get by. Well, these guys got about a little over 6 second gap there on the second group led by Ed Palumbo. So Claudio Bardelli Jr., Ben Silva, Dennis Judich, and how about a Ford, a Chevy, and a Toyota in the top 3. Archie Vieta and the 56 working on the high side there as Dana Grover making a pit stop. This is interesting. A pit stop by himself. We'll see. That's a gamble, in my opinion. Going to have to. Oh, he got a drive-through. Oh, he had a drive-through penalty. He got caught speeding, had a drive-through. Oh, Nelly. Dana Grover had a drive-through. That's what happened. Oh, boy. That wasn't good. So Dana Grover serving the drive-through. Take a look at the replay there, and the police got him. So right there, that's pit lane. And Grover having to do a drive-through. Devastating penalty here on lap 51. Got onto pit lane a little too fast, and now a drive-through. As we go back to live, Claudio Bardelli Jr. leading. Benner Silva is second, Dennis Judich in third. And maybe have a little lap car help, and that is Givaldo, who's 2 laps down, is going to join this party as the 4th car in line. How about Givaldo, man? I'll tell you what, that guy is dedicated. He's out here each and every week. He's running the trucks. He's running the Buschwackers tonight. He's going to run the Saturday Night Thunder tomorrow night. And whenever we have special events, too, I think he may even be doing some IndyCar racing with us on Saturday afternoon starting on May the 2nd. Dedicated is the 68. Well, this group is starting to close in. They've got some help with some lap cars. Palumbo, Furtado, Vieta working together. They are lead lap cars in this pack. Gordon Carter in this mix, as well as Mateus Mello. Those guys helping the draft effort. They're both 1 lap down. Now, I will say this. That Gordon Carter's in the lucky dog position right now. The 7X is 2 cars back. And there may be some incentive for him to try to get around the 56 car, just in case there's a caution flag. We have not had a caution flag yet. We tried to get one a couple times, but have not been successful. Bardelli leading, but that pack is closing in. Now 4.5 seconds back versus 7 seconds back. See those guys go by, and then you're going to see this second pack right here. John Stanley running in the 11th position, 1 lap down. He's out there kind of by himself right now. Not really where he wants to be. He wants to gain a couple positions and maybe get in that lucky dog spot. Sean Jacobs back there as well. Jacobs is on the lead lap, running in the 7th position. He's 39 seconds back, and that whole scenario there did not work out well for him after making a pit stop. Right now, I think these guys are just settled in. They're looking at the lap count. They're probably realizing, hey, I got another pit stop here in me. Let's see what we can do. Normally, we have this as a 70-lap race. Decided to do 75 just to see what we could get out of this. And, it's always a little bit of a crapshoot, too, when you're planning fuel mileage. Are you expecting it to go green the whole way? A lot of times we'll have caution flags here as guys get side by side. They've been pretty nice to each other tonight. There's been a lot of just nose-to-tail drafting and some different pit strategies. You see Givaldo coming off pit lane with 20 laps to go. It hasn't been too aggressive. We've seen some too wide. 2 packs there early on, but they got it settled out. I think the different pit stop strategies on that first pit stop has separated the crowds, and it's been a little bit cleaner race as a result. So it's been an interesting race nonetheless with the strategies. We've avoided the caution flag so far. And now we've got a Dana Grover in the 89 joining this party. And he is 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. So Dana Grover rolling up onto the back of these race leaders. Also Jesus Iglesias in this mix. Now this is, look. You're kind of wedged in between 2 lap cars. The 22 is 2 laps down, just in front. In the back of this pack is Dana Grover. He's 1 lap down. Now, if you're Dana Grover, you want to see a caution flag come out because you're going to get your lap back. But if you're Claudio Bardelli Jr. and you're leading, Ben Silva is 2nd, Dennis Yurchin 3rd, you don't want any part of a caution flag right now. And Jesus Iglesias is now indicating he's going to be making a pit stop here. So he's going to peel off, and he's in the race lead, or he's not in the race lead, but he's at the front of this pack in front of the race leader. Or maybe the 54 and the 9 are going to be coming down pit lane as well. So the 22, Jesus Iglesias, going to peel off the track this time by and come down pit lane. And now it looks like everybody, Jesus going to let those guys go by, or those guys go by on the high side as Jesus Iglesias coming down pit lane. You see some race or lead lap cars also for Furtado and Palumbo on pit lane. You see so those guys making pit stops. So Bardelli Jr., our leader. Furtado and Palumbo coming back out together. Sean Jacobs on pit lane as well. See that as lap cars now. Or excuse me, the Furtado and Palumbo, P5, P6, back out on track. And I think these guys here, Bardelli Jr. said he's got a couple laps. He's getting up out of the way, and he's going to be making a pit stop here. I think he's wanting to let these guys go by, and I think Claudio Bardelli Jr. is going to be coming down pit lane very, very soon. 60 laps in. There have been no caution flags. Our race leader is Ben Silva. And I think Bardelli Jr. said he's going to be coming down pit lane very, very soon. I think he wanted to save a little gas, so he dropped to the back of that group of four. Now you got some lap traffic in the way as well. Your Silva, look at that. See how much he slowed down here as Iglesias needed to pick a lane. And we got a rear view mirror full of the 89 car now. So that slowed down Ulicin. Gordon Carter on pit lane in the 56 car. Out there by himself. He is running in the 9th position. Dennis Ulicin, our leader. Ben Silva second. And you see the 19 peeling off the track. Now I think Silva and Ulicin, man, these guys are going fast. This is fast here. Oh, I don't know. That was a fast entry by the 47. The 47 car, I don't know if he got caught or not. Ed Palumbo, he's running in the 5th position as Furtado and Palumbo running together. And Ulicin, Bardelli, and Ben Silva all maintaining their little partnership after that pit stop. Ben Silva shown as the race leader now. There's only 3 of those cars, though, and that could change things big time. There's not a lot of laps to go. See the 24 in this mix. Now, the 24 is 1 lap down. Dana Grover is on pit lane and maybe taking a little top off on fuel. Hopefully not speeding again. At this stage of the game, that would be devastating. It was devastating anyway, but even more so at this stage of the game. At least he's on the lead lap. He's on the tail end of the lead lap and about ready to go a lap down as these guys roll up onto the back of him. On board here with Ben Silva. Guys going to the high line. Exactly what you want to do. You see those guys are on the low line. That's John Stanley back there as well. Exactly what you want to do. How about that camera work, baby, with the drone? That's what they need to get, man, in Stockcar racing, is get the drones out there to kind of fly around the car. That would be next level, dude. Oh, my God. How would you like to be the drone pilot that actually makes a mistake and crashes into one of the cars? You could fly it in the, well, I guess you couldn't fly it in the window. I was going to say window net, but, oh, man, that'd be awesome. When you get really good, you could, like, you know, like this pack of 4, you could zigzag through the 4 cars and then zigzag back. Make it happen, NASCAR. All right, Ben Silva, the leader, and they're looking pretty good, man. They are looking pretty darn good. At Palumbo in communication with some of the other drivers there, but just a tandem of them, Palumbo and Furtado running 4th and 5th. going to need some help. They're 4.5 seconds down to the race leader. Benner Silva is our leader. Yudich's in this mix. You see, I'll tell you, Sean Jacobs, who's a lap down in the lucky dog position, could be a spoiler here. Let's assume that it kind of stays the way it is. Now you're looking at a three-way battle for the race win between Silva, Yudichin, and Bardelli. Now you got to ask yourself, as the 24 car, can I have an influence on this? Oh, we got a yellow flag. We have got a yellow flag. And it looks like maybe Mello and Vieira are off the track. Holy Toledo, yellow flag here on lap 66. And Benner Silva, Dennis Yudichin, and Claudio Bardelli Jr. did not, I repeat, did not want to see that. Let's take a look and see what happened here. A little bit of lap traffic, and Mello and the 4 they're trying to get around Jesus, and there's contact between the two, and it hard into the inside wall. So you see right here, as the 4 is on the bottom line, Mello comes down. Maybe didn't realize that the 4 was going to fill that spot, and then, shoo, boy, maybe Mello was going to come down pit lane. I don't know, and then they are into the wall. Wow, that is not what you wanted to see there. Being the race leader on board here with Mello. He comes down the track. Man. What's this? See that right there? You see, Vieira had a run. Mello is leaving him some room. Mello is a lap down. Vieira's on the lead lap, and I think maybe he thought, hey, he's going to give me the spot, and he comes back down, gets into the side of him, and then those guys go spinning. Well, I think Vieira just thought that Mello was giving him the spot. Watch here, you see that close up on him, and he gets pushed down to the inside. He tried to get the car back up onto the track, and then hard into the wall. Oh my heavens, man. It was a hard lick there for the 4 car. It just looked like, one last look at this, it just looked like Mello came down the track and squeezed that 4 car down below the line, and those guys are on for a ride into the wall. And what a bummer there for those guys. The late race deal for Vieira is going to take him out of contention, I believe. They did not want to see a yellow flag. Some of those guys that were racing in that second pack, Palumbo, Furtado, Jacobs gets his lap back. So he got the lucky dog. Vieira is still on, actually it looks like he might be a lap down now, since he's on pit lanes taking some pretty extensive repairs to his machine. That was a hard lick for him, so he's going to be on pit lane for a while. So the 5 of Benner Silva, the leader, Dennis Yudichin second, Bardelli Jr. third. Those 3 guys did not want to see a yellow flag. Now Palumbo, Furtado, and of course Jacobs, who's now back on the lead lap, those guys wanted to see the caution flag. And Palumbo was, they were already saying, hey, look, we're not going to catch these guys, but a caution flag comes back out. Now they're bunched back up because he was leading that crew of 3 cars. Now Jacobs is back on the lead lap. Dana Grover now shown as our first car 1 lap down, so he's got a chance if there is a caution flag. Listen, you bunch these guys back up, you look at the lap count here, we're on lap 68, scheduled to go 75. These guys are going to be side by side. Do not ignore the possibility of a caution flag. I think it will be all out. You know, there is no waiting, and it's going to be pedal to the metal and gain every spot you possibly can. And Dana Grover being in that lucky dog spot could be the benefactor here. Been an interesting race so far. A lot of strategies there on pit stops. Very interesting. Next week, we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway. 100-lap race there for race number 7. Kick off the month of May. How about the racing in the month of May in real life, huh? I mean, just absolutely fantastic, man. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, live about 40 miles north of there. And that's going to be a big month for us here in Indiana. But Texas coming up in the Buschwackers Series next week. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. A 100-lap race, race number 7 of the season. Don't want to miss that one. I could be thinking that some of these guys may just have topped off a little bit with fuel versus maybe, 5 or 6 gallons of fuel, and you might be good. Don't forget, Saturday Night Thunder will be right back here tomorrow night. Race number 7 of their season. 25 April, 70-lap race from Talladega in the Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Series. Don't forget to join Claudio Bardelli Jr. over on his YouTube channel, Sober Tom Podcast. All things music on the Sober Tom Podcast on YouTube. Hosted by Claudio Bardelli Jr. The Tough Trucks will be back in action at Texas Motor Speedway coming up next week. April 29th, that's Wednesday, April 29th, race number 7 of that season, a 100-lap race. We had a kind of a rough race here this last race at Gateway, but hopefully the Texas race will be a little bit better. That was just a tough one, man. We don't usually have too much to worry about there in the truck series, but this last Wednesday was a little tough for us. Now, you see some guys coming down pit lane there. Looks like Iglesias, John Stanley on pit lane. I think Javalo's on pit lane as well. Maybe Gilmar. He does it going all on pit lane. Jesus, see him. Mello's also on pit lane. So we've had one caution flag. You're on about lap 67. Oh, he said 6-7. Oh, man. Why did I do that? And Wong Racing cheering on Dana Grover tonight. Good to see him. Get my logo out of the way. Maybe I should have left it there. Dana's got a lot of fans there at the Trax VR facility. A lot of fans at home, a lot of fans around, maybe all over Canada, huh? Some people would rather watch, listen, this is how big a deal it is for Dana Grover, how popular he is. Some people would like to come out and watch Dana Grover race versus watching a hockey match. That's right. That means a lot in Canada. Can't watch hockey tonight. I got to watch Dana Grover sim race. Understood. Understood. got time to schedule in here. We'll take a look at tonight. We're at Dega, of course. Next week we'll be at Texas. See Watkins Glen, Dover, and Charlotte. The last, including tonight, these back half of this season. Very exciting. Very different tracks too. I do have 2 mile-and-a-halves, a monster mile and a road course. It's like maybe Ed Palumbo and Tony Furtado coming down pit lane. This is interesting. See how this is going to work out. Well, they're going to have to start behind some lap cars. So the 54 and the 19, I think they want fresh tires. I think they're looking for fresh tires here on this pit stop. Maybe topping off with fuel. I don't know. All right, so it looks like Benor Silva will start on the inside line. Dennis Schuster starts on the outside line. You see Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Sean Jacobs. Sean Jacobs? What? Sean Jacobs is back there a little bit, so he got the lucky dog. So the 47, the 19. We got a lap car in this mix. 89 starts on the outside line. We're going to go green this time by. Now, look at this. After pit stops, we get going, we'll be on lap 72. There's no giving here. It's all take at this point, man. I mean, really. Keep your fingers crossed. Don't want to see a caution flag, do we? You're on the outside line. You see the 19 on that inside line just behind Benor Silva. What are you going to do? I think the 19 is going to try to push Silva.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, here we go. Back to green. So now the 5 and the 19 battling it out. So the 47 has to tuck in. Well, I had a feeling those guys were going to work together. On that bottom line, we got a yellow flag. Yellow flag, and we're going to do it again. We're going to go extra laps. Yellow flag, and it looked like Jacobs is off the pace in that 24. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Is the 24 down on the inside line? Oh man, he dropped a gear or something. What happened there? That car, I think he went down a gear. I think he went down a gear. Watch this. Watch this car. Just watch. Oh yeah. And then Vieira got caught up in that as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely down a gear. He went down a gear. I don't know what happened there, but that car broke. That car broke. Absolutely broke. This on board here with Vieira. He could not miss this. Oh, man. So he went back into first gear, and the car just, like that, just spins out. I mean, that is exactly what happens. Look at that. The 9 and the 4 get together, too. And I think Mello got spun. He's spinning into the wall. Take a look at Mello, what he saw. man, he had nowhere to go either. And then he gets clipped by the 4 and up into the outside wall. The 54 car misses all that. Good piece of racing there for him. Watch this, the 9. Oh, man, what a hard luck there for him. And then, oh, the 54, a little tag there in the front end of that 54 car. So watch here, the 54. There's going to be a little contact there with the 4 as he's trying to scooch through. Makes contact there. There's definitely some front end damage, and he misses the 7X car. Wow. Board here with Mello. Watch this. We're going to watch the front of his car as he gets spun. Here, watch this, Ed Palumbo's car. Right here. Woo! As he goes by. Well, it looks like we are a green-white checker. Did I jinx it? So Ben Silva, our leader, followed by Bardelli Jr. And, man, Jacobson working so hard to get his car back on the lead lap, and then, you know, not a good deal there for him. Just missing the gear. Now, what do you do? I mean, you know, we saw this last restart that things were just, you know, things got aggressive. Of course, you know, it wasn't too bad. Jacobs had a little miscue there with the, you know, the car falling out of gear, or falling into a lower gear, which was causing him to break loose. But I said in that restart, before that restart, that you know, it's going to be all take and no give here. And now, when you're looking at a green-white checker, you're turning up the volume on that. Turning up the juice on this. Cautions breed cautions, that's for sure. And via the leader, Bardelli Jr., I don't know who's going to go to the outside. Remember, Udichin's still up there as well. Palumbo's back in the game with P4. Dana Grover is in 5th. Been a huge benefactor with all the trouble he's had. He's running in the 5th position. However, a little bit of a gap there that he's going to have to work his way through. He's going to get around some cars before he can get up in contention. Now, I got to wonder, which lane is Ben Silva going to choose? I'm not going to give up the bottom line. You got to have to put so much faith in the cars up on the high line. Now, you want to play some defense. You certainly want to play defense. I mean, if Bardelli Jr. gets a good run on the outside, let's assume Benor takes the inside line, Bardelli gets a good run, and he's got some help from behind him, you're going to have to play a little defense there, I think, if you're in Benor Silva's shoe. Bardelli Jr., certainly wants to win this race in the 19. You never know. He might decide he's going to, work with Benor. So it's been an interesting night here with these last 30 laps or so. Some strategy playing out. So we got a green-white checker here at Talladega. And I think the lights are going to be out on the pace car this time by as they cross the start-finish line. Again, thank you for coming in and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't done so. Always looking for some new subscribers. Got some new ones thanks to a little help from my friends, my students. Decided they were going to check it out. We should give them a shout out, man. So thanks for joining me. The front three. These guys have been running together for a little while, too. The front three going to have some company on this restart. I do believe. Gordon Carter in 8th. He's in the lucky dog position. But Ed Palumbo in the 54 is actually running in the 4th spot. And I think, he'll be on that inside line. We do see some guys coming down pit lane. Looks like Mello on pit lane and maybe Jacobs as well. And it looks like inside line for Benor Silva. Guys trying to get it sorted out here with all these lap cars. We got a green-white checker on our hands here at Talladega. I have mixed feelings about it, man. I like green-white checkers, but I'd like to see a good, clean green-white checker. If there's a caution flag that gives us a green-white checker, I want to see a good, clean, exciting finish. It bunches everybody back up, makes it exciting. But the downside is caution flag. And the next caution, I believe, will finish it up. We'll see. I think we just do one. I don't think we do endless green-white checkers. I should know that. So the lights are out on the pace car. Benor Silva on the inside will lead the field, take the green flag. Followed by Claudio Bardelli Jr. up on the outside line. Dennis Judic wants to sneak in there and give the 5 car a little bit of a bump, get by the 19 and race it out. Tony Furtado up there as well now. All right, in the shade. The lights are out on the pace car. Here at Dega, green-white checker. Benor Silva on the inside line. Bardelli Jr. on the outside line. Here we go. Bardelli Jr. got a good jump there on the outside line. Can he clear Benor Silva? And he does. He clears Silva, so Bardelli Jr. to the race lead. guys get organized, they can make it a 3-car race. Those guys 2x2. Heck, Udichin all over the back of Silva. Tony Furtado in this mix now. Little oscillation going on. You can't bump him. Where's he going to go? Can't bump him. The 5-car going nowhere. Udichin goes to the outside. Furtado going to give him a little bump there on the outside. They've got to run. Bardelli Jr. with the help of Silva holding on to that spot, but Udichin fighting on the outside line side by side with Benner Silva. '71 in this spot. Now 71 is a lap down, but that's going to help that inside line. Bardelli Jr. doesn't want to get up too far out there. He'll get reeled in. Jacobs going down to the bottom line. Bardelli Jr., Silva, and the 71 of Gilmar Peixoto in that mix. Now Peixoto is 3 laps down. Those guys that were battling have fallen back. More contact. Back there, we saw the 22 get a little wiggly. Benner Silva pushing the 19. 24's got to run. Now the 24 is a lap down. No, 24's in third. Take that back. We got a big wreck. Here we go, big wreck. Can they hold on? And Bardelli Jr. takes the win. There was a huge wreck. And Bardelli Jr. did not lift. And he said, let's go. So Bardelli Jr. getting the win. How about that? Claudio Bardelli Jr. with the win here at Dega. So congratulations to Claudio. I don't know what happened there, but that got nasty. It's stuck. See right here, there was a big crash, I think, and I don't know, Bardelli Jr. there was a big crash, and I'm not sure what happened to Jesus. It's not letting me go back to that view, but so Claudio Bardelli Jr. getting the win. Congratulations to him. Interesting race, to say the least. So Bardelli Jr. able to pull off another victory. It seems like he just has it figured out. I mean, as far as race wins, huh? Getting the win, he's going to run all the way through the grass there. Going to try to pick up the chicks on the infield. Let's take a look at the final results. Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets the win. Benner Silva finishes second. I think Sean Jacobs with that third place finish, he is ecstatic with that finish, to be honest with you. As bad a night as he had. Ed Palumbo finished in the 4th position. Dana Grover 5th. Dennis Udichin finishes in that 6th position. Tony Furtado 7th. Gordon Carter finishes in P8. P9 is Arthur Vieira. Mateus Mello finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 is John Stanley. Gilmar Peixoto finishes in the 12th spot. Givaldo Spindle finishes in 13th. And 14th is actually Jesus Iglesias. I don't know. They got him tied there. I don't know what we got to do there. Let's see if we do a refresh, see if it fixes it. Nope. Got to love rFactor too. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. getting the big win. Congratulations to him. If we can't do a little fix to the size of that car. There we go. I'm an amateur, man. What do you say? see if we can't get Bardelli Jr. up here in the booth with us. As long as I'm not playing the same song over and over again. All right, we're joined here in the booth with Claudio Bardelli Jr. Man, I'll tell you what, you fell back early in the race and you were able to climb back in it. That had to be a little bit of a worrisome time, a nervous time for you when you fell back so far there on that kind of after that first pit stop.
Oh, good evening. It's difficult race. Try to maintain the calm. This track is very complicated to survive, and try to maintain my patience and follow Ben-Hur and Dennis. Two guys is good race and good pushing, and I believe that this race is not is green flag full race, but when yellows come, it's a problem. But in the last restart, I starting the outside line is bad to track, but I don't know how I have a good restart and maintain the guys. Appreciate the Gilmar. He backed me the push in the final.
Well, there was on one of those restarts, it looked like Benner was out front. You were in second position, and Udichin was in the back in third. And Udichin was kind of hitting you into the back end. You really didn't have anywhere to go. Did that make you a little nervous on that little mini run there before that caution flag when you guys were running 1, 2, 3?
Yes. I don't know. I don't expecting the win the race. This track is the lucky race, but in the one time in the last restart, I tried to maintain my pedal in gas in second gear, but I tried to pass the first Ben-Hur in the case, but I don't know we have. I try to maintain my calm. I have luck today.
Well, you're going to need some luck next week. We get another fun track, Texas Motor Speedway. How do you feel about that track?
I like Texas. Texas is a good race. This race, Talladega, I don't know. I know don't like, but don't like this race, né? The watch is good, but the race is not good. But Texas is a good track. I believe the good race in the next week. I like the congrats to Ben-Hur and Dennis to good race today.
Well, we always like it when Claudio Bardelli Jr. wins in Victory Lane because he and the Sober Tom crew always bring us cervezas, all we can drink. So thank you so much, Claudio Bardelli Jr. and please get another win next week too.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Man.
Good night.
Parabéns, man.
Obrigado.
That's Claudio Bardelli Jr. joining us in the booth, and I was kidding about the cervezas. I mean, come on. So congratulations to him, another win. And, I've said this time and time again, he just finds a way to get into victory lane. I mean, it's just it's uncanny. I mean, he's a very talented driver. He's fast. He knows what to do. He has got a strategy when he comes out of what he wants to do. He's able to adjust the strategy. And he's got a little bit of luck there, too, tonight, man. Things kind of worked out in his favor, but you've got to put your car in position to be able to take advantage of those lucky breaks, and he did a great job. The 19 back in victory lane. Well, I said next week we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway, another lightning fast track. This is a 1.5 mile. It's a 100-lap race. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV coming up on Friday, May the 1st. And it's race number 7 of the season. Tonight's race is brought to you by LeadHostingUSA.com. There are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from if you're interested in running an rFactor 2 server. How about hosting your website, your online store? Also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Tough Trucks will be back in action on Wednesday night at Texas, kicking off a week at Texas with the Truck Series on Wednesday, April the 29th. That's a 100-lap race in the Tough Trucks. And then the Saturday Night Thunder this week, tomorrow night, actually coming up at Talladega. See what these guys can do if we can have an exciting finish like we did tonight. Well, congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. for getting the big win. Thank you so much for all the folks coming out and joining me here on Turn Left TV. Hit the thumbs up, man. Subscribe, share my videos with all your friends, and don't forget to massage that bell. Until next time, boys and girls, I am out of here.